Saskia Webber. Saskia, welcome
What's
to
up?
A3.
What's up, you guys?
Oh my gosh, it is so good to have you with us. We're celebrating Black History Month. We get to chat with you. How are you, my friend? How has your off season been?
I'm on vacation. I'm like ready to get back. you know? No, I mean LA is a vacation enough, but I miss
Right.
everybody. you know?
Right.
I'm ready to get I can't. I'm ready to get back into it.
Yeah, well, that's why we have you here to talk all things that we have for you. But we are celebrating Black History Month here. And that is one of the many reasons we wanted to have you on to talk about it. Black History Month means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. What does it mean to you?
I was thinking about this and I was thinking about how much everything's changed in soccer and grown. And just from I was thinking back to the Black players that I played with, and I can count them on one hand. And, I can sit here and be like, people that people haven't even heard of, like Tammy Pearman, Wilson, you got Scurry, Staples. And then I have to rack my brain over 10, 20 years. And now you look and you're looking at they're the majority in the U.S. national team squad, in the NWSL, and it's incredible how much everything's changed. We still have a ways to go, and I sit here and I'm with Darian, and I'm so proud of you, and you know that, and I'm just so proud of everything you've done and what you're doing in broadcasting, and that I'm constantly liking everything, giving you thumbs up. You probably think I'm a stalker, but I'm just proud of you.
No, Saskia, that means the world coming from you. I think when, I was a little girl and thinking of the players that I looked up to, it was Boxy, it was you, it was
Oh
Bri.
man, I'm gonna get killed. I forgot Boxy. Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's the players that I saw myself in,
Right.
and you've always just paved the way. And I think one of the unsung heroes for Black players, young Black girls in US soccer history. And when you look at, you kind of hinted at, hey, now the majority of what we see even on the national team, or the players that are now getting those marketing opportunities, or even the opportunity to play, is because you were one of those players that paved the way. How is it for you to just see that progress now truly play out in the growth of the game?
It's huge. And I think that I think you hit the nail on the head, those marketing opportunities as well. And, it's not, we have to survive in the sport we play. And back in the day, there were, only a handful of people that got marketing opportunities. Obviously, Mia, Foudy, Brandy, and even broadcasting. There was no place to land, and I can't believe I fast forward this many years after everything that I get to be a broadcaster and analyst. It's like it was everything I always wanted to do, but there was no place for me. But to see Rodman with her deal, but across the board, it's those marketing opportunities are out there for everybody. It's not just soccer, it's not. You want to see those faces in hockey, in lacrosse, in all these pro women's sports that are coming out. Like you want your kids to identify somebody that looks like them, and they gravitate to that, and sports are healthy. And they want to see them on the billboard and say, hey, I can be on that billboard in Times Square for Nike or for Adidas. And it's incredible. It's incredible where we've come. Obviously, we have so far to go as women in sport, period. But it's incredible to see how much things have changed for, Black and brown women in sports.
Absolutely. Saskia, I want to follow up because you said you always wanted to do broadcasting
I did.
and calling games. Can you tell us about that journey? Especially for me, like I never thought I would be doing this, but truly you're one of the people that I was like, oh, I need to talk to Saskia. I don't know if this makes sense, but that visibility is so important. So I just want to pick your brain as to how you kind of found this path for yourself.
That day we were in Florida together, and I knew you were I didn't know you were going on to be like Kaboom. And, I'm like, I got to lean into you for advice. But honestly, I wanted to do it right after I retired. But again, there was no place to land. There was nothing to call, to be honest with you, unless you were calling the U.S. national team. And Foudy had that locked up, Ali Wagner, and stuff. They had those spots locked up. Boxy wasn't even in the mix at that point. She was still playing. There was no pro league really to call. And there was no big European stuff to call either. This is what blows my mind. Isn't it fun? Wouldn't it be so great to be a player right now? Like,
I know.
Oh my God. I'm like, where do I go? But then I obviously, came in as the ownership group with Angel City. And I got a call one day from Jen Pransky that said, this is actually a funny story, that said, hey, we're playing against Orlando. Do you want to fly to Florida and be an analyst and call the game for the local calls? So I'm like, oh my God, here it is. Yes. And I'm like set. I'm calling friends in Orlando, telling them I'm coming to Orlando. We can hang out after the game. And I get my tickets like, you're going to Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, how far is Fort Lauderdale from Orlando? And why am I going to Fort Lauderdale? And then come to realize I was going to Carlin studio at Vista. And I was like, oh, this wasn't as glamorous. But honestly, it's been putting in the work, making mistakes, getting, just figuring it out, getting coaching, realizing, I got to work as hard on this as I have to do. I did playing goal, and and then I finally got to do my dream, and that's call U.S. national team games. So to be an analyst with Westwood One and also call U.S. national team games, it's full circle.
Saskia, and it's pressure, it's hard work, but these are all things that you are used to, that you have been doing your entire life, paving the way as an athlete and a goalkeeper and the personality that you had, but now you also are doing it again in broadcasting. What did you learn as a young Black player that was one of the few women to play soccer in this country, in the world? And now when you started broadcasting, one of the few Black women, what did you learn as a player that you transitioned as to paving the way in a different format with broadcasting?
That we still have a long way to go. And if you want me to be blunt, I can be blunt. Like, we're still, I think in broadcasting, I want to still see more Black and brown faces out there. And there need to be, just like I want to see more women's voices out there, and whether that's play-by-play or analyst in multi-sports and stuff. You come from one thing where you're seeing so much growth into something else where you want to see more growth and faster. And so being involved in it is the best way I can do that. And being visible and having, young players that are getting ready to retire, please don't take my job, but that are getting ready to retire can say, hey, now I want to transition into broadcasting. Because to be honest with you, I wanted to do this, but all I didn't see anybody that looked like me being a broadcaster when I retired. And so I was like, well, maybe that's just not where I can land. Except for Robin Roberts, and who didn't want to be Robin Roberts, so...
Well,
I'll do Good Morning America.
Now people are saying, well, who wouldn't want to be Saskia Webber? So
no.
you're creating that visibility. I'm so serious. You really have. I want to ask about something that, I think has the first image that comes to mind of you as a player is obviously your iconic flag over your natural hair. I mean, just
that's the one I didn't like the most.
Why not?
I like that. I liked when we had the flag and stuff like that. Do you know it would take like 5 shampoos after every game to get this out?
Oh, I can only imagine.
And that Christy Rampone and I almost asphyxiated ourselves in the hotel room doing it because it was so toxic, spray painting it. And she would cut out the stencils and do everything. Her mom would bring the hairspray.
It was hairspray. It was spray.
Yes. It was like bought at like Michael's spray. Like, no doubt. And then a little thing that people don't know is if you look in the final when we're on the podium, all of a sudden my hair looks blonde, but we actually pulled out a gold bottle of spray paint and sprayed my hair on the field.
No way.
After we won. So we sprayed over it with gold. And no, there was no silver in the can, like in the bag.
Oh, hell yeah. You knew it was going to be gold.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Who sprayed it for you after you guys won the game?
Christy Rampone.
Christy
Rampone. Christy's my girl. Yeah, and then Michelle Akers for the reunion, the 25th. Michelle asked me to do it because I wasn't going to, and I'm like, so when we had the reunion in New York, we did it again. So.
Sask, that is so beautiful. Like you're just bleeding red, white, and blue, like the commitment to your country. And I think, you know, I was at the 99 World Cup and just watching all of you guys, like that's what gave us.
Were you born, McCall? What are you talking about?
I know, right? Thank you. Like seeing the way that you guys just did this for our country. And that's what really, I think, brought the U.S. women's national team to the forefront of this country. And one of the most beloved teams is because your guys' passion and commitment. Example, your hair right there is just so phenomenal and special. And then like the team bonding moment of like spray painting it gold and just the fact that you guys believed in each other. And that is so special. I love that. Thank you for the land that you have laid for everybody. And, you know, especially for players, like I wanted to ask you, you know, what does Crystal Dunn's legacy mean to you?
I think Crystal Dunn is the next evolution after, you know, for me, for a Black player as well. And, you know, 160 caps, like her, just watching her play, I love, like, she's such a silent leader and so consistent. And, that was something like I loved about her. Like she's still around, like, you know, but just I'm gonna miss. Like you knew that you dialed in, you watched the US women's national team, you knew Crystal Dunn was there, and you knew that it was just a solid competitor. And I hadn't really gotten to know Crystal until that 25th anniversary. Like we were all sitting around the table. We had a closed door 3-hour meeting with the Olympic team before they took off. Like that's how connected the US soccer is right now because of Emma Hayes. Like we had a disconnect for a very long time where it was like, oh, you in the 99ers, whatever, you know, go to the old folks home. And now it's just like, you know, you sit in those meetings and they ask you questions, and just having conversations with her, and you know how insightful she is and smart, and how the other younger players looked up to her. Like I'm proud of her. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm some, like, you know, old fogey or condescending, but I'm so proud of the path that these younger players have made and are making for the future themselves. You know, it's just that passing the baton. And then you can't forget that goal from Portland against San Diego. So the half volley into LA, you know?
Back from pregnancy.
Yeah.
Match. Yeah, so. Absolutely iconic. Saskia, I wanted to ask you one more about your hair, because I think Black History Month and Black women, our hair is so sacred, and how we're able to express that. And I think you doing something like that on a national stage where a young girl with curly hair gets to feel inspired by you, I think that you kind of helped everyone else feel that way. And now we have a Trinity Rodman who's rocking pink box braids.
Oh, and Croix.
And you see little girls, they're signing with her with their own pink box braids. I mean, was that something you knew was going to be so iconic and part of your legacy?
No, because I was always, let's be honest, I was always ashamed of my hair, you know, because I didn't like, I obviously I'm half white. My hair is different. It's mixed. It's kind of curly. It's kind of not. I blow it out. Like, but I was always like teased if I wore it curly. Like Darian, I could never go to school when I was younger or to soccer field with my hair as beautiful
me neither.
as yours is now, and have the confidence to wear it like that. And then something just, you know, we just had fun with it, and I don't think it was a thought of this is why I'm doing it, but for it to turn into what it did makes me proud. Makes me proud for sure. But yeah, it's those are things that I think when McCall, you go and Lisa, you guys hear that, you're like, it's so weird. Throw your hair up in a ponytail and go play soccer. Do you know what I mean? But these little things that you had to deal with as a Black player that other players don't have to deal with, like off the field, or the teasing here, or oh God, not being, you know, kicked out of restaurants, or traveling with the national team and not wanting to say anything to anybody because you don't want to be a problem. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't want any more focus on you other than your talent. So, you know, kicked out of stores, not served, like stuff like that. You just shut up back then, you know? So we've come a long way. We obviously, there's plenty of racism in the world, and that's obvious today. No, Darian, I never thought of it that way. But that's now I will.
Yeah, iconic for
No,
me.
now
And
I
then
will.
you passed the baton in the hair game to look at the generations. Now we've got triple espresso.
I'm like, I look forward to seeing, telling you, I said Croix. I look forward, love Croix, and I look forward to seeing whatever braids or whatever she's doing with her hair every time.
Right.
I like the one she put up the other day. I was just like, oh my God, I love that. I love it.
Saskia, what would your advice be to young players that are already on the national stage? Trinity Rodman, Croix Bethune.
Oh, list them. Isn't it fun to list them though?
Yeah, there's so many. I could list them
Oh,
all.
I got it right here.
What would your advice be to them?
Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't hide. Your talent will speak for itself. Be a team player, and don't take anything for granted, and love every minute of it. Because I loved playing pro. I played pro in Japan and obviously in the WSA, but there was just something about playing for the United States and playing for your country, and it makes me smile and to remember it to this moment. And anytime I get to have reunions and stuff like that, it brings it all back. So, I'm so proud of what all of them are doing. Lean into it. Don't lose yourself. And just keep being role models. Embrace that, because as much as some people are like, well, I didn't set out to do this to be a role model, you are absolutely a role model. Lean into it. Lean into it.
As are you, Saskia. So thank you. And our own D-Jenks here. Celebrating her.
I know. And I know. I'm like, I had to give her a shout out. Sorry, you guys. I love both of you too. I'm gonna call you guys. I can't wait to see you next week and everything. So.
Please give all the love to Darian. That's all we want to do here on A30. Okay, so we are celebrating Black History Month. And when you think about Black History Month, Saskia, whether it's in the past, all you have done, what you're currently doing, what you hope for the future, what are you most proud of?
Oh gosh. Personally, I'm just most proud of always being real, always being upfront, honest, never judging anybody, being strong enough to handle the racism that I've incurred, like I've dealt with, being proud of the parents I'm from and what they've taught me, and passing that down, and being somebody that's attainable. Anybody can reach out to me. Anybody can talk to me, and just being who I am. Like, what you see is what you get, guys. Pick up the phone, give me a call. Not everybody. Pick up the phone, just kidding. Give me a call, but you guys know that, and I'm proud of that. That's off the field. Obviously I'm proud of what I've done on the field in my career. But I'm more proud at the person that career turned me into and helped me become.
Saskia, thank you. We are so lucky.
And by the way, Angel City, it's their year. I had to throw that in there. I had to. I couldn't get out of the program without saying that, because I have to go. I have to go to media. I have to go to media day right now, and they won't let me through the door. So,
of course. Okay, what's your prediction for Angel City? Where are they going to finish this year?
Oh, they're winning it all.
Of course.
Look at I'm like, oh, McCall's just biting at the bit to just. She's like, okay, this is your segment, Saskia. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't even let me get started. I love Borges coming in. Sagita's there. Endo's back. Forget about it. And Sam's. Hats off that they got Sam's, because I was looking at Sam's bio the other day and I realized that she was born 9 days before we won the '99 World Cup. And I'm like, oh, that's going to be something I'll bring up at Media Day today.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you have to let us know what Emily Sam says about that. That's absolutely amazing. Saskia, thank you. It is an honor to always chat with you, hear your story, hear your advice, and all of your insight. We are so lucky to know you and get to chat with you. Thank you.
I'm lucky you guys are in my life too.
You're the best, Saskia.
You're a legend, Saskia.
Listen to her. She's broadcasting NWSL games, Angel City games. She's all over the place. Follow Saskia. Get all the updates from her. Apparently call her all the time on her cell phone. She will accept and answer and talk to you whenever you want. Saskia, thank you. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.